Hey Spirit Tribe, Gigi here with Spirit Readings, and I'm so glad and so happy that you're able to join me here today, taking a look at the month of July for Virgo. So anywhere you happen to have Virgo in your birth chart, or if you're just wanting to check in on a Virgo, hello and welcome. We are going to see what excitement awaits you this month of July, what's about to pop off for you. Now, please keep in mind that there are so many of us, so not everything may resonate, and that's perfectly okay. You can just set it to the side for someone else or for later even. You know, it may make more sense as events continue to unfold. Anything and everything is possible when we believe. So if it doesn't apply, you just go on ahead and you let her fly. No harm, no foul, no big deal. If you are new here, please keep in mind that I have had strokes, so sometimes, you know, that really can affect my memory. I can struggle to find my words or even get them out. You know, I do get tongue-tied. I also have tremors, which can make shuffling difficult, especially when I feel like I'm being zapped in my hands. And, you know, because when that happens, I drop whatever I'm holding, cards included. I also have glaucoma, so sometimes I do have to bring the cards a little closer to my face so that I can see them properly. So just bear with me, you guys. You know, the messages get out the way that they are meant to eventually, right? Okay. Virgo, you are getting a bonus in this month's reading. Thank you so much for running the numbers up on last month's reading. In fact, you had the most likes, views, and comments, so you will be getting a bonus reading once I'm done with all the signs, individual readings, a bonus timeless reading, if I can get it out right. So thank you so much for pouring so much love into me last month. It really truly does mean so very much to me. Everything that you need to know about me, about this channel, you can find that in the description down below, so make sure you check that out, especially if you would like to book a personal private reading with me, which I would absolutely love. You guys, you know, I love being able to connect with you guys one-on-one. It really does bring a lot of happiness to me. You know, you help me take care of business, you know, on that level. So make sure you're checking that description box out down below. So all right, before we get into the cards, we are going to get a direction message from the spirit board. So north, south, east, or west. All right, spirit, for the month of July for Virgo, a direction message. What is it that Virgo needs to know here this month of July? Okay, you are getting west coming in. Go west, young man. West, young lady. West signifies the element of water and the power of emotions. It represents our ability to connect in powerful ways with our feelings. So remind yourself that you are in control of your emotions instead of letting them run the show. If you want to find west energy, look for it in the ocean, lakes, rivers, and streams. To heal your emotions, you need to express your feelings openly and be as active in giving comfort to others as you wish to be comforted. So, you know, literally everything in our lives requires balance. Give and take, you know, require balance as well. So, all right, let's get some tarot messages here for you, Virgo, for this month of July. What is it that Virgo needs to know? Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance, your wisdom, and your truth in all matters and in all things and in all ways and at all times. Thank you, Spirit, guides, angels, ascended masters, all beings of the light, for being here now. All right, we have, ooh, you get the Magician coming out. Hey, hey. Ooh, okay, we have the Lovers coming out as well. Ooh, we got the Ten of Swords coming. So let's see, one more here, Spirit. and the King of Pentacles. So, all right, give me just a moment here. So, for the month of July, what you think is going to happen is the Magician coming out. So, you know, the Magician uses whatever is available to him, you guys, you know, all of the elements. So, you know, make sure you're not abusing your power, you know, make sure you're not being domineering or lack regard for the feelings of others, you guys. You know, like we said, you need to be in control of your emotions and not let them control you, but also don't try to control anyone else. You know, there's an air of entitlement here. So, you know, you may be feeling that way, or maybe you're dealing with someone that fits that description, you guys. That's something else Spirit is saying here. You know, but the Magician represents creative power and determination. You know, he's like an ace, you know, new opportunities, new beginnings being made available. He is strong-willed and ambitious, and he reminds us of our ability to harness the power of the universe in order to manifest our dreams and desires. So, you know, we want to go about things in the right way. He represents all of the elements of the universe: fire, water, air, earth, and spirit, as represented by his tools. You know, he has cup, wand, pentacle, and sword. It is a card of potential and impact, and reminds us to grasp opportunities and take action consciously and deliberately. So, you know, we may think that we are using all of the elements that are available to us, and then we're like, you know, maybe if you feel like you're struggling and you're manifesting, check in with your thoughts, check in with your emotions. If you don't like the things that have been coming towards you, you know, you are the only one that can change it, you guys, by the thoughts you're thinking, the feelings you're feeling. You know, if you're letting doubt, worry, negativity get in there, then, you know, it gunks up the works, you guys. So maybe you feel like it's just like you're spinning your wheels and you're not getting anywhere, is basically what Spirit is giving me here. So what's actually going to happen is, ooh, okay, King of Pentacles coming in. I love it, you guys. If you've been following a while, Pentacles is that earth energy. That is your energy coming through here, you guys. So you know, the King of Pentacles is definitely about his business. For me, he represents my granddad, who, you know, started out life very poor, but went on to own his own real estate business, and he was very successful at it. So, you know, he represents prosperity, success, ambition, and security. So, you know, when you let these forces team up and work for you, you guys, you are an unstoppable force. You know, this king is reliable, he's generous, he's skillful, he's knowledgeable in practical matters, he's trustworthy, steadfast, and enterprising. You know, he's the king for a reason, you guys. He does say, you know, you can indeed have your cake and eat it too if you go about things in the right way. You know, he's not overly sentimental, but he is still a kind and loving, generous man. He takes care of his people. He takes care of his kingdom. And, you know, Earth is probably the slowest moving, you know, of the elements, you guys. But when we think about how we're building our legacy to last, we want it to take time. We want to make sure we have that strong, steady foundation underneath us that we can just build upon and grow upon. So the highest energy, or the overall energy, is the Lovers coming in. So this is Gemini energy. So, you know, maybe you're dealing with a Gemini. Maybe you have Gemini in your birth chart somewhere. You know, the possibilities are literally endless because there are so many of us. And you know what? It's totally okay if you don't know your birth chart or that of anyone else, you know. But the Lovers, so if you're open and ready to receive love, if you've done your healing work, you guys, you know, this could symbolize, you know, meeting the love of your life, having your happily ever after, however it looks to you personally. You're returning to a state of harmony and balance here, you guys. And this is air energy. So, I mean, with the Magician alone, you already have all elements showing up here for you. You can go whatever direction you want to go. You just have to make up your mind, because Pentacles is earth. Earth is the power of the physical body, being more present in your own life. Air is the power of your mind, making up your mind. Swords also represents air and making up your mind as well. So, you know, this represents a strong connection to another person. It could be through physical attraction, deep love, kinship, empathic connection, or even a strong friendship. You know, it is the card of soulmates, you guys, and being able to see yourself in another person. The two people depicted here are bound by the ties that are held by the two doves up there, and you also have a dove here as well. So birds are also considered messengers, you guys, and you know, it could symbolize, you know, hand fasting or a marriage ceremony, deeper commitment here, you guys. They symbolize that two are better, stronger, and more complete than one alone. So, you know, giving your all to another person, presenting them with your cup of love that is overflowing here, you guys. You know, you're ready to embrace one another. You're welcoming in your future with open arms, open heart, open mind. You know, you want this union to really grow and to really last and stand the test of time. Like, this is my last relationship is what I'm hearing. So whoever is saying that, really claim that for yourself. All right, so what we should avoid at all costs is coming in as this Ten of Swords. So the lady is literally dead there, you guys. That is official rock bottom, you know. Look at all that blood. But, you know, she does have a rose there. Roses are symbols of life, yes, and beauty. You know, yeah, they have their thorns to remind you that just because they're beautiful doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want with them. You know, if you touch them in a way, you know, and you deserve to get poked with their thorns is basically what Spirit is saying here. So this depicts, you know, the lowest point of the situation or your own personal rock bottom, and it's necessary for something to end in order to give way to change and new beginnings with this Magician over here. You know, it can also mean that a person is feeling like a victim or a martyr. Are you playing a pity party here on repeat? You know, this woman has been stricken by these 10 swords. She is face down and bloody in the cold snow, you guys. And, you know, although this card may seem bleak, the clouds in the dark sky, they are parting, you guys, to give way to the sunlight, which indicates hope. So do not lose hope. Do not lose faith. Something better is on the horizon, you guys. You know, I feel like a deep healing, basically, like when the caterpillar goes into the cocoon, the chrysalis phase is almost over. I feel like you're going to pull yourselves out by your bootstraps, basically, and, you know, move on, you know, and let go of that past, you guys. Don't let it keep circling around like a vulture, picking at, you know, old dead things. All right, let's see what's going on in the love department for you this month of July, Virgo. I mean, hey, you got the Lovers there, and, you know, King of Pentacles is showing up, and, you know, it's soulmate, so it could be the divine feminine or divine masculine counterpart to yourself here. We did have a couple of things fly out here, so I'm going to take them first. All right, we have the woman, dealings or relationship with a woman. So, you know, this is anywhere that you have love, you guys. It can be yourself, it can be family, friends, significant other. You know, you can be like, hey yo Gigi, I really love my job, I really love my hobbies. Well, then guess what? That's included here as well. So wherever this woman fits in your relationships, it could be yourself if you identify as a woman. All right, wedge, we have someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want, and I feel like you are like, I ain't having that, point blank, period. We also have older woman, dealings or relationship with an older woman. Again, this can be anywhere in your relationships. It can even be your own self if you feel that energy there, you guys. All right, we have heart, love, deep affection, and caring. I mean, that came through very strong in the Lovers. We have flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. So, you know, as long as we're alive, we're going to have disappointments, and sometimes we're disappointed in people or situations even, and it's not even anything that the person did or didn't do, you guys. Sometimes we set expectations, you know, we have expectations of people and they just can't meet it, right? And then we've disappointed our own selves. We also have yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. So if you're in a relationship, you know, that is making you feel like this 10 of swords, you know, like you've been stabbed in the back. Maybe that's part of the flute. Maybe that's part of the wedge that is forming between you. Maybe for some there is a third party situation where your significant other is not being faithful to you. So, I mean, could be another woman, could be an older woman. Oh my goodness, like, so many soap opera scenarios playing in my head here because there are so many. All right, let's see what's going on in career and finance for you this month of July, Virgo. I'm always like, hey, yo, give me $1 million. You know, how nice would it be if you just woke up tomorrow and there's, you know, $1 million sitting in all your accounts? I'd be like, I manifested that. All right, this one flew, so I'm going to take it first. The eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles, you guys. So eagles are, you know, symbols of strength. I think those are eagles there with the magician. They're either eagles or hawks. I'm not entirely sure there, but you know, you got that eagle eye vision, you guys, your eyes in the sky, so you can see far and wide. You have the vine, seek out information that will help you. So, you know, whether you're digging into things or if you're taking classes to further your education, or you know, for some it feels like you could be brushing up on the things that you've learned. Maybe things change and you know, you have to be on the up and up and know what's happening, know what's coming. I feel like that could be for some of you. We have the quill for get back to basics. You could be a writer, whether it's books, music, you know, or what is it, when illustrations, painting is also something, drawing that comes to mind, a creative outlet. If it's not your job, you could, you know, use it as a side hustle even, but keep things simple, you guys. Don't make things more difficult than they have to be. You have the basket, recognition, reward for merit, and that basket is overflowing with good things, you guys. And you also have bread, period of prosperity and abundance. So your bread basket is full, you guys. You know, this is a good month to learn all you can learn. Maybe you take painting or writing classes or something along those lines, but you know, whatever it is you're learning, maybe it even has to do with social media. That is also coming through. So maybe you're learning about trends and things like that. All right, let's see what's going on in life for you here, Virgo. You know, life do be lifing a little too hard sometimes. You know, your girl here is like, hey, yo, life, why don't you pump your brakes? Use some Vaseline. And life's like, nah, bro, you can handle it. And I'm like, just because I can don't mean I want to, you know. All right, ooh, we have the frying pan for trouble and accusations. So maybe some of you feel like you've went from the fire right into the pan, right? Maybe you're the one having the third party situation, you know. That could be the case too. Or maybe you've been thinking about it. Literally, for some of you, it's like, well, I've been being accused of it, so might as well do what I'm being accused of since I haven't been, and then they'll have something to complain about. All right, we have the club. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Good luck with that. How about I take that club and beat you with it instead? That's what I always think about that card. All right, we have the tankard, celebration, fun, enjoyment. So I feel like you do need to go out and kick your heels up. You know, you've been at rock bottom, and like that Winona Judd song says, when you've hit rock bottom, you got two ways to go, straight up or sideways. And she says, I've seen my share of hard times, and I'm letting you know straight up is my way. So hey, you gotta choose, you guys. All right, we have the funnel, period of frustration, lessons to be learned. So, you know, you also had the frustration, disappointment with that flute and with that yoke as well. So, unequally yoked, perhaps. We have the dagger, fear, worries, tense situations. You do have all those swords in your back up there. Maybe you feel like you've been stabbed in the back, stabbed in the heart, stabbed in the dark even. You know, people didn't do it out in the open where people could see. You know, traumatized, you guys. Maybe you have PTSD. That is just something else that has come through from a past relationship. All right, we have chain of events that will affect your life, and we are going to claim that that is for the better here, you guys. You know, chain. No chain of fools. All right, let's get a message from the moon. The moon is all about changes in our lives. You know, the moon herself goes through her changes, her cycles, her phases from new to full. She is beautiful, wonderful, and amazing in whatever phase she happens to be in, and so are you. So let's get a message from Mama Moon here for Virgo. What is it that Virgo needs to know here, Spirit? All right, we have first quarter moon in Sagittarius. Believe in your good luck, you guys. The more lucky you feel, the more you believe in it, the more it makes its way to you. And hey, July says it's going to be a prosperous month for you, an abundant month. We have new moon in Pisces, attuned to the divine. Remember that you are a divine being having a human experience. So, all right, first quarter moon in Sagittarius, first quarter moon. Believe in your good luck. Your challenge when this card comes up is to dream, but be prepared to put in the hard work required to make your dreams real. Okay, the Magician. the King of Pentacles, they are not afraid to work hard. Manifesting mindset, you know, he has that manifesting mindset. He believes that he can have whatever he wants to have, and he has everything he needs available to him to make it happen. Make peace between the part of you that needs everything to make sense and the part that wants to throw caution to the wind. Maybe some of you have been feeling pretty restless lately, you know, a real restless soul, restless energy around you. New moon in Pisces, attuned to the divine. This card is an especially good sign for matters related to spirituality, contacting other realms, taking some time out, or dealing with a fear. You know, the fears came up there with that dagger, you guys. The more you can believe that all is well, the more all will be well for you. Your manifestation affirmation: my conscious dreams create my reality. Ooh, yes, one more time. My conscious dreams create my reality. Yes, indeed they do. All right, let's get a Starseed's message here for you for this month of July, Virgo. Let's see what else you need to know here. Let's see. Okay, we have Well and Orca Elders. Share your song, frequency of sound, and diving deep. You have to go deeper than skin, you guys. You have to go deeper than the surface. Do not be shallow, is something Spirit is saying here. And follow the beat of your own drum here, you guys. You know, the music that you hear is special and unique to you. So, all right, let's get a Starseed's mini deck message here for you as well for this month of July, Virgo. Let's see what else you need to know here. All right, we have channel. You are a channel through which healing energy reaches the world. Maybe you know you've been called to be a healer. So for some of you, you could be in the medical field. Blue flame. Connect to the blue flame, which is the light of pure love within you. Ooh, yes, tapping in to that true love. Inner alchemy. Inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. Love drives out fear. It drives out hate. It drives out low vibrational energies, you guys. All right, let's get a fairy dust message here for you this month of July, Virgo. Let's see what else you need to know here. Let's see. We have trust. Breathe in, breathe out, let go of doubt. Woo-saw, right on out the door with that mess. All right, okay. So, all right, your bonus is coming from the Oracle of Destiny. So, let's see what else you need to know this month of July, Virgo. Ooh, okay, we have journeys coming in. Ooh, okay. This deck is different from any deck I have ever had before. So let's see, journeys. Let's see if I can find it. I think I just passed it. Journeys. Well, I thought I saw it anyway. Journeys, there we go. So the aspect of the hand is that little part right there, your journey line. They are short lines that may begin at the bottom of the mouth of Luna or along the lifeline. The answer right now is to change the landscape. Do it through an archaeological expedition, a fun outing, a spiritual pilgrimage, pilgrimage or a philosophy conference. The need is the same, to set out in search of discoveries. Like I said, I've been feeling a real restless energy around you guys. So maybe it's your turn to get out there and explore your options, explore the world, explore your environment, get out, have some fun, shake off the doomy gloomies, you guys, and embrace your divine being, you guys. You know, you're a divine being. You're a co-creator of your destiny, of your future. You get to write the script and flip the script to fit your narrative. So, all right, Virgo, these are your messages. I hope you enjoy them. I hope you have an amazing month of July. May everything unfold and come together for you. Step into your true, authentic power. Believe in yourself 100%. Bet on yourself 100%. Let yourself heal, and then be open and ready for love. This way you come to someone with a full cup of love. Lessons learned, right? Not to repeat, and you're an added blessing to someone, and they in turn can be an added blessing to you. You know, take the time to work on yourself, you guys, because you are worth it. And, you know, you deserve all the love that you want to give to someone else. You deserve to have that love directed right back at you. So, all right. If you like the messages here, please drop me a comment down below. Let me know. Make sure you smash the heck out of that like button, that old thumbs up button. You know, hit it with a razzle dazzle, especially if you would like a chance at a bonus in your next month's reading. You guys, it truly does mean so very much to me. If you haven't already and you find you keep coming back here, please subscribe to the channel, you guys. I love growth. I love expansion. I love being able to interact with you guys. You know, you are part of the teamwork that makes this dream work. I wouldn't be able to keep doing this without all of you. So from the bottom of my heart, I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. And I want to say thank you. Blessed be. Namaste and goodbye.